What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and this was truly a Madden miracle, bro. We pulled this off in 8 hours. I want to give a special shout out to Miami Martian for helping out with grinding for this card. He was definitely very, very useful. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I want to talk to you guys about why we decided to go back and get this card. Realistically, what happened was, at first, we didn't know that it was an auctionable card. Then we thought it was a glitch that people were selling it for $2 million. And then EA Sports raised, took the cap off, and he made it so that he could sell for more than $2 million. And this morning, he was going for like $4 million. I'm like, what? You know what it's about, bro. If it's time to grind and we got to get those coins, we're going to go get it, bro. So pretty much what we did is the whole entire stream, we just grinded the house rules and we got it done. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Looking at his item overall, I just want you guys to understand, right? If you're using a regular theme team, he's going to make your theme team extremely OP. All right, a lot of his numbers and everything like that, it's like, okay, hit power 87. He's not like a golden ticket type status player, but he's really, really good depending on how you're going to utilize him. All right, so look, let me just explain to you guys what's going on if you do decide to either pay for him or you're going to grind for him. But I'm just letting you guys know, it was a hellacious 8 hours. Even with the help that I got from the brothers, it was still really, really wild. All right, so with that being said, what we're going to talk about is this, right? He does get the 2 slots. Now, the second slot, this one is for all of the secondary type of remix situations. Like you got Power Run, you got the Pass Pro, the Pass Pro, you got the there's one more, and you got the Balance, right? So he adds to these different theme teams all of these different type of situations. All you need is 3. All right, my problem is I'm not using a regular theme team, which is why we had issues getting into house rules to begin with, because you cannot get into house rules without having a regular theme team. So I just want you to know that he does get both of those, but you can make him a legend. And if you have like a semi theme team, whatever, he'll get the 2 slots. But for me, I'm not really into the remix situation, so I don't really care about it. All right, now when it comes to this with the abilities that start on, this is the only one that lets you know that he gets it where it starts on. It's usually 5 plays and 3 plays off, all right? But he gets it for every single one of them, all right? It's just not worded. So if you wanted Shutdown, right, which is 1 step ahead, but it's on for 5, Zone Hawk, better in zone coverage, because this one will probably help you out if you don't have Pick Artist, which we're not going to give him, Bottleneck with the press, and then obviously Universal Coverage is the one that goes crazy. But this is the one that everybody was going crazy about, like, yo, Universal Coverage, because obviously it's all the KOs in one. So you would get that for 5 plays on and 3 plays off. His 0 AP abilities, Pick Artist, Deep Route, Deep Out Zone KO, and Flat Zone. Now, obviously, we would need to have 2 KOs, all right, in addition to the KO that he, to the X Factor that he's going to have, that he's going to start on with, because when he doesn't have that active, what are you going to do? I love Acrobat. I love Deep Out KO. It's a very, very difficult situation for how we're going to run it, but I'm going to go through that and let you guys know what's going on in that situation as we go ahead and we change up our actual, our theme team and everything like that. So if you guys want to see more or less what the price ranges are, we are maxed out now. It is 8,500 points that you guys have to get inside of the house rules in order to get it, and you do have to have a regular theme team with 30 plus components, all right? It was very, very simple for me. I didn't really change much. I just went to my Legends theme team and I already had another lineup, and then I, created it based on the Raiders, and that's what I used. But right now we're going to go back to change our active lineup, and we're going to go back to our Legends chem because we now have the card that we wanted. And pretty much what you have to do now is you can either do this. You can click over here and see who aren't the Legends and what you have to change. Players like Rob Gronkowski, he gets 2 slots, so you're going to take those back and make them both Legends. Calvin Johnson gets 2 slots. You're going to take that off. Bo Jackson gets the 1, but it doesn't really matter. He gets ×2 for Raiders, which is why he's there. Where he is, if you guys are worried about that. When you go with the Raiders theme team, that made it easier for us to get into the actual mode. That's why we had Bo Jackson out there, because he gets ×2 Raiders chem. There's a lot of other cards that you guys can take a look at that actually, the team captain, stuff like that. And you just pretty much change it back and you'll be good to go. But I would just say, like, if you duplicate your current theme team off of, whatever you have it as, you'll be able to keep your strat cards. The reason that I didn't have the speed and everything from the other cards was because I had another lineup from way back before. You can no longer add those strat cards like the Sugar Rush or anything back into your lineup once you take it out, because that +2 speed, EA Sports wants it expired, but we figured out a way to keep it in, and unless they actually patch it, which I don't think that they would really care about at this point, because most of our cards are already 99 speed, so it's not a big deal anyway, so I wouldn't really go too crazy about it. But yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna need to do. But it's very, very simplistic, because if you were a Legends theme team, a lot of your Legend players, like Calvin Johnson and Gronk, if you grinded, they help you out with the ×2 with the Raiders chem and everything like that. So it shouldn't be that difficult to get your players back up and running to the 99 speed and stuff like that. I do want to tell you guys this though, all right? When you go into House Rules, if you don't have that strat card, it's very, very noticeable. All right, Mark Andrews should be, oh, I gotta change this guy. I knew I was missing somebody. It is very, very noticeable that you don't have the speed. And because I didn't have 99 speed on Calvin and like, what was it, Gonzalez and a lot of these other cards, you definitely see the difference. So just be careful with that. I want to make sure you guys know. I don't want to leave anything out as far as that goes, but it was a hellacious and disgusting grind that we had to go through to get it done. But at the end of the day, we got it done. What do we have? Okay, these guys are all Legends. So what? No. So hold on, wait. Oh, he got a Legends and a Raiders? Hold up, what? Oh yeah, it just stays on him like that. Yeah, he gets a Raiders motivator, Rod Martin. I was like, yo, what is that about? All right, so let me just make sure that we have, because I'm looking at it like, yo, hold up. Okay, so Parham was, okay, this guy's a Legend. John Madden and Warren Sapp are both Legends. So make sure you get those on. And you guys can, either pause the video or as I'm going through it, adjust your team as well to go ahead and make sure you have everybody that I use as, to make it a very, very simplistic process. But again, once you have a lineup with those strat cards in it, you're going to want to make sure, that you go ahead and duplicate that lineup and then change it up according to, what you want. I think Randy Moss was the last one, right? I think Randy Moss was the last guy that we had that we needed to actually add that on. But Randy Moss might end up getting thrown off the team. I don't know exactly what abilities and how we're going to run it with him. But you can see that Joey Porter gets 2 and Deion Sanders gets 2. So more than likely, Deion Sanders will be the odd man out because Joey Porter gets that passive universal coverage, which is always on, which means it's all the KOs. So, and I give him Acrobat so he can just dive around like a savage. So he's going to be staying on the team. Like, he's not going anywhere. So more than likely, if you guys were asking me about that, I would probably say that Deion Sanders would be gone. We would probably just sell him and just move on, and see how that works out. So I believe that everybody that we needed to have the Legend chemistries now have the Legend chems back on. I know our punter is a Legend as well. All right, so that's everything there. So pretty much what's going to happen is I'm going to give you guys some gameplay with him. Like I said, it's definitely a miracle that we got it done in 8 hours. Like some of you got something like 30 hours, all that kind of stuff like that. We'll just hold on to him for now. And then, I'll definitely get you guys the gameplay that you guys want with him. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to actually lock his card so that we don't have any mishaps, because locking the card actually makes everything good. I don't want to accidentally quick sell the dude, because that'll create maximum rage, which we don't need at this point. He's locked, so let's go ahead and see what he's actually selling for right now so you guys can see what's happening. But he was a 3 million coin card the last time we checked. He's at 2.88 now. He sold at his highest for 4.5 when the day started off. So if you guys want a 2.88 million, there it is right there, 3 million coin card. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.